welcome to Pexip Insights 2022. This is the first in the series of webinars that we'll be hosting across the globe and a new way of us communicating with our partners to bring consistency and value. We hope that you'll find today's session informative and useful, and we'll be looking for your feedback after today's session. It's clear that the world is changing and we need to change too. Today we're going to explore and hopefully inspire, and you'll be able to answer the following questions. How do you cater for the evolving workspace? What can you do about the strengthening need for data privacy and data sovereignty in your customers? And what do you need to change or adapt in your business to take advantage of the new opportunities that we see coming out of video enablement or video innovation? When we talk about Skedify, which has a new name, more about that coming later, it is an example of what we are doing to make sure that we can maximize the potential for these opportunities and hopefully provide the support and services for our customers and our partners. What can we do about all of the above as well when we see lots of hardware challenges across the globe, and how we're going to do that together? But before we go into a detailed look at what we're going to cover and the topics we're going to cover today, I'd like to pass over to our theatre president for EMEA, Mr. John Harold, who is going to award the first two Pexip partners for 2021. Over to you, John Harold.
My name is John. I have the pleasure of leading Pexip EMEA, the team of Pexip here in EMEA. And I will be the awards master for this part of the partner event. Now you might wonder what I'm doing outside, filming in front of, different places. Well, we have a fairly important event coming up in a month's time here in Barcelona. And I think I will give you a taste of what Barcelona has to offer in some of the most, famous places here in town. So, as you see, I'm in front of the La Sagrada Familia, and what better place than to announce the newcomer of the year in terms of our partners. The partner has been with us for close to a year. They have fully embraced the Pexip values, the training, really committed themselves to us as a company, which is fantastic. And without further ado, the winner of the Newcomer of the Year 2021 is Avesco. Well done. This one goes to what we have called the Customer Obsession Award. The particular winner of this award is a company that has time and time again gone above and beyond, taking our technology, adapting it to the workflow of the customer, and doing it fantastically. Without further ado, the winner of this award is Elisa Videra. Congratulations.
Thanks, John Harold, and congratulations to our winning partners. So before we look at the detailed agenda and the topics that we're going to go through today, we're going to have a look at the market trends that we see globally. Our interim CFO and CEO, Øystein Dahl-Hem, will join us to talk about what it means in terms of challenges, but also opportunities. Next up, we'll see some innovative case studies around secure spaces, video innovation from our business leaders and experts. You'll see some material that's going to be released on April the 11th, and we already have some of the material available in our partner portal already. We'll have a short break before we then have an update from myself on all things channel, where I'm going to cover how Pexip supports our partners in our market today, how we're going to strengthen our partner ecosystem. We're going to talk about Skedify, which is now obviously Pexip Engage, and other new video innovation projects and applications. We're going to talk about marketplace, Azure Marketplace, and how our partners can benefit from that, what it means for our partners. And we're going to talk about enhancing our value to our partners and what we're going to be bringing out for the rest of this year. Last but not least, we will have some of the Pexip Awards presented by John Harold. It's clear, as I said, that the world is changing. Now, Øystein is coming up to talk to us, but before we do that, let's have a look at the megatrends.
Thank you, and welcome to Pexip Insights. My name is Øystein Hem. We are in a rapidly changing world, and for all of us, that gives great opportunities if we take in the market trends and we move with them. We see 4 megatrends impacting the world today, and it definitely changed the game for our industry. The first trend is rapid digitalization, which has been fueled by the pandemic. This has changed how we work, and it will change how we work going forward. The second is increased climate consciousness, which will entrench the way we work now and mean that we need to use more digital tools in the future than what we did just a few years ago. The third is geopolitical complexity, which is continuing to increase. It means that security needs to become even more top of mind than what it has been in the years before us. This also fuels increased cyber vulnerability, both because the actors that may and want to harm our customers are even more capable, but also because more and more of our business now truly depends on digital tools and on digital workflows. All of these 4 make video a far more important tool than it has been. And at the same time, it raises the bar for how we can deliver it. This represents a tremendous challenge where we can help organizations adapt and succeed in this new environment. According to Gartner, CEOs are looking for 3 things: growth, digitalization, and efficiency. From COVID-19 to political unrest to climate change, organizations are continuously challenged by unexpected events. The promise of digital business, however, as a way to thrive and as a way to outperform, remains clear. Organizations must embrace innovation in order to accelerate growth. They must do this through delivering trusted digital connections for both people and devices everywhere, where trust and a frictionless experience is key. They need to deliver solutions that can rapidly scale the digital creativity anywhere, allowing everyone to connect regardless of where they are connecting from. And they need to build innovative capabilities in order to accelerate their growth beyond where it is today. We're also hearing from Microsoft that just released a new report on how to make hybrid work. The workplace dynamics continue to evolve, and the data shows that the great reshuffle is far from over. In the year ahead, the majority of hybrid employees say they will consider a switch to work even more remote, while at the same time, even more remote workers say that they will consider a switch to hybrid. That means that work must continue to be flexible, but there is a great expectation from employees that leaders need to unlock the potential of hybrid work. We need to establish the benefit of why should you work from the office and why should you work remotely. And we need to deliver a work experience which is value adding. In short, the office needs to become worth the commute. This sets clear requirements on high quality video rooms and for a frictionless interoperability for all types of meetings. In short, the future is about transformation. It's about anticipating what is next and innovating in order to solve it. Together, we will help our clients reimagine what is possible with video to propel their business forward. In essence, that is what we want to help our customers do and what we want to do together with you. Moving forward, as video has become a key part of how organizations work, we see more and more examples of use cases where video is mission critical. We see this in how organizations digitalize their customer interaction and how their core operations increasingly depend on digital face-to-face communication. Pexip is increasingly finding that our capabilities are uniquely suited to meet these new needs, where customization, resiliency, and security are non-negotiable requirements. We want to be that driver of positive change, enabling a more efficient, more flexible, and more sustainable way of working, and being a driving force behind this change. We think video will be a crucial part of this solution. In fact, we believe that we are at the beginning of a new video economy, where video is fully integrated, not just in meetings, but in a wide range of business applications across healthcare, retail, financial services, and many other sectors. And the Pexip platform is the engine at the core of many of these solutions. Pexip's purpose-built video platform empowers organizations to reimagine growth, efficiency, and digitalization. And it's this platform that we are deploying in all of our 3 core markets. The first focus of Pexip is providing connected spaces to our customers, giving a frictionless interoperability between the office and the digital. This is a key requirement in order to make hybrid work work. The second is to provide secure spaces for organizations that have even higher requirements when it comes to security, privacy, and control. Pexip's platform has unique capabilities that help us to deliver and meet those needs. The third is delivering video innovation across a range of sectors, from healthcare, retail, using video to enhance our customers' business process. At the core of all of them is the Pexip video platform and the power of our partnership. These 3 opportunities are huge revenue opportunities that will create huge growth both for Pexip and for our partners. Because in Pexip, we do not believe in going at it alone. We need our partners, because together we are stronger. Whether it's technology partners like NVIDIA, helping us take advantage of the leading AI technology available. It's our alliance partners like Microsoft, where we cooperate both on a technology level and on go-to-market. In the same way as with technology, we believe in partnerships in order to serve our customers. And we've always had a channel-only model, because together we can be more relevant, and we can provide better technology and better services than any of us can do alone. We are increasingly also cooperating with development partners that can help our customers customize and integrate the Pexip platform to bring out new innovative ways of working. Some partners have even taken it one step further, embedding Pexip into their own technology products as solution partners. When it comes to why Pexip wins, it's much about our ability to work together to reach our goals and the power of partnerships as it is about world-leading technology. For us to win, we need both. And I hope you're excited about what you hear today. I am certainly excited about the business opportunity in front of us and how we together are uniquely positioned to develop our customers' business and win in the market, both today and in the long term. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Thomas Edberg, and I'm going to talk about connected spaces. Pexip's core markets represent a massive opportunity. The end-user adoption of video has been significant during COVID, and now everyone is using video on a daily basis. The market we address is huge, estimated at $5 billion globally within 2024. And within our core area, where video technology is the key component, Pexip has the leading technology. In fact, we have a great starting position to become the #1 player in our core markets. And this is what we have set out to achieve. A recurring question from our investors and externals is, but surely teams can do that as well, or even better? We have taken a completely different technology approach, which allows us to be very different from our competitors, making us very more a partner to them than a competitor. So let's look at what really differentiates us. We have in Pexip spent the last 10 years building a very different architecture than our competition. I will spend the next 5 minutes talking about 3 core differentiators and what they actually mean to you as a partner and to our customers. The first one is our ability to transcode in the core. This is about where you do compute, compression algorithms, AI, audio and video analysis. Our competitors all use what we call switching. It means that the compute is done on the end user devices. PC, mobile devices, etc. Whilst Pexip decided the compute should be done server-side, and it's called a lightweight client architecture. Why do we care? And why do our customers care? Versus competition, Pexip customers do not need to download any applications. They are not limited to a single protocol, ensuring interop with other solutions, support for AI, and it would run great even without the latest computer or mobile device. Let's put this into some real-life use cases. A segment that has been getting a lot of traction is mixed reality, enabling remote workers with wearables and enabling them to communicate with an advisor or an expert. Because we are transcoding, we can make the battery last 8 hours versus competition, which is about 30 minutes. With AI as well, we are able to add the latest and greatest NVIDIA technology in our core and work with your existing PC and mobile devices. Another great benefit is improved sustainability, thanks to lower bandwidth usage, extended equipment lifetime, and improved battery life. Let's move on to the second big differentiator, called agnostic infrastructure. Think of a power grid, where our competition uses a shared global publicly facing service on the internet, serving all clients. As an example, Teams has a power grid that powers Teams clients, Zoom a power grid that powers Zoom clients, etc. Our architecture allows us to have the same Pexip hosted shared grid, and in fact, it represents a big part of our customers today. We can, however, easily instantiate other grids, for instance in Germany, supporting specific needs, privately hosted by Pexip or fully self-hosted by the customer or the partner. In essence, competitors have a single grid. We can have as many as we need, which allows us for total data privacy and security for your customers. Here you really see the benefits. Agnostic infrastructure allows also for various certifications. Certifications often exclude each other. Competitors typically run a single service, could be China plus US. We can run as many as we want based on certifications and needs. So as an example, we are uniquely positioned in sovereign software as a service solution. The last one, Pexip Infinity, built as a platform. Another major architectural decision we took from day one was to decouple the core technology from the products. Competition built their technology as an end-user application. We sell as much the technology as the product. Our competitors sell only the product. We have very strong APIs enabling integrations into various or different workflows and applications. Our ability to brand the service and enabling our partners to really make amazing solutions tailored for specific markets and verticals. I am very excited to later on in this presentation show you how we are utilizing our core strengths, supporting different market requirements. But before that, I would like to introduce you to Jon Harald, which is going to hand out a couple of partner awards. Thank you.
This time we are on, I guess, one of the more famous places of Barcelona, by the beach, or on the beach in fact, with a famous goldfish behind us. I'm here to sort of announce the awards for the most innovative project or use of Pexip in a project. The use case is quite interesting. It's the Unemployment Agency of Germany utilizing the Pexip Infinity with substantial tailoring and implementing in a short period of time. So please join me in congratulating Volkmann from Germany for Bundesagentur für Arbeit. Thank you. Back on the beach, literally back on the beach. I'm here to announce the award for the highest retention rate of Pexip products. The award goes to a long-standing Pexip partner, well-respected Pexip partner, one who has been with us since the very, very early days of our life, so to speak. Please join me in congratulating Kinley UK with an exceptional renewal rate on their existing portfolio. This is a particularly important prize for us, as you know, we are a recurring revenue company, and keeping the customers that we have in the family, so to speak, is of super important for us. So again, thank you so much.
Hi again and welcome back. I'm going to introduce our area Secure Spaces. In a recent report, Gartner predicts that by the end of 2025, 30% of mission-critical infrastructure organizations will experience a security breach that will result in the halting of an operations or mission-critical cyber-physical system. Attacks on organizations in critical infrastructure sector have increased dramatically, from less than 10 in 2013 to almost 400 in 2020, a 3,900% change. The Secure Spaces offering is not valuable to every customer, but very successful within certain verticals, and the demand is rapidly increasing. According to Gartner, governments across the world are realizing their national critical infrastructure has been an undeclared battlefield for decades. They are mandating more security controls for the cyber-physical systems that underpin mission-critical efforts and increase their national security efforts to counter attacks on critical infrastructure. The opportunity for growing in the market for critical meetings is accelerating. It's not only defense, military, and government institution, but a booming need for IT services, financial services, energy, and commercial facilities. Pexip is extremely well positioned with unique benefits to be able to grow in this market. We have two different offerings within this space. One is Pexip for secure communication. Secure and highly private platforms for the military and government organizations. Enterprises with high security meetings to protect industry secrets, mergers and acquisitions, etc. So basically, Pexip Secure Communication, it enables a company to operate in an air-gapped environment. It provides data sovereignty, so it can be hosted either in-country on-premise or in-country in a chosen cloud. It enables integrations with zero-trust environments. And surely we can validate and authenticate all participants prior to them joining a meeting. So we enable a company to maintain absolute control over meeting data, including call detail records. The other one is Pexip for business continuity, which is basically a failover solution for organizations providing mission-critical services using a cloud-based collaboration service as their primary collaboration tool or communication tool. So basically here, in case your existing primary connection or communication tool is failing by some reason, we can provide a failover solution. And there's plenty of reasons for it to fail. There could be an internet outage, could be a cyber attack, could be a firewall hack, or other types of disasters. We will provide the company with a set of best practices and business continuity processes. We will enable the platform to automatically scale on demand, so it would basically run now with a very low CPU usage, and we would only enable a few ports initially. We would of course also incorporate an annual fire drill exercise, so to really make sure that it is covered and that everything works if the disaster were to happen. As part of the offering, we would pre-configure VMRs for critical employees and of course processes around that. As you can see, we are already very successful within this space. Now we're going to see a video from one of our customer cases in Sweden.
My name is Erik Nilsson, and I'm a sales director at Pexip based in Stockholm, Sweden. A year ago, we signed the Swedish Civil Contingency Agency, MSB, as a customer. They were at the time running on a platform which was difficult to scale and was nearing end of support, and were looking for a new solution to build for the future. The Swedish Civil Contingency Agency is a very secure government organization, making the need for a secure way to communicate over video even more important than your everyday customer. They wanted to be able to provide video communication to other government authorities in an event of a crisis. We helped MSP to create different environments depending on what was going to be discussed was classified or not. We simplified the scheduling process for secure meetings, and we helped them to build a solution not only for the current needs, but for potential future needs, thanks to our easy-to-use platform, and it's quickly to scale in a case of an emergency. A big strength that Pexip has is that we have a very clear self-hosted strategy, which set us apart from our competitors. Other than that, customers also appreciate how we can modernize their video infrastructure, help them to gain visibility on the platform with a visual management interface, easy to scale, and possible to tailor according to their specific needs.
We have now gone through the secure spaces solutions, and we're now going into video innovation, where I have brought with me Heidi to talk about healthcare.
Thank you. Let's have a go. So, thanks a lot, and thanks for having me. I'm going to talk very briefly about why we're so excited about virtual care. We're going to show you an example of what we can do for our customers together, as well as talk a bit about why powering virtual care with Pexip is a great opportunity for you. So let's get started. As you all probably know, this is a market and an opportunity in amazing growth. COVID changed virtual care. Finally, we were able to get past the hurdle of user adoption. And with the continued growth, sustained adoption, and record high investments that we're seeing now, virtual care and digital healthcare in general is definitely here to stay. But why is this interesting for you? And firstly, because we already have a strong position here. Our partners have taken our platform to the largest healthcare organizations in the world and successfully applied it to their business and clinical context. Together, we power over 1 million meeting minutes globally in a month. So we've proved that these joint solutions that we provide scale, while also being flexible and relevant for healthcare organizations' challenges. But this isn't all. We also believe that we will be even more relevant moving forward. And that's because coming out of COVID, one of the more interesting learnings are the weaknesses that it exposed. Today, clinical leaders are no longer concerned about adoption, but rather the majority of them now consider data security, lacking interoperability, and lacking platform integrations as their key concerns. So we're seeing a general change in attitude. On the one hand, there's a big hooray of the potential and a move to long-term strategies and more investments. But there's also an attitude that this time we need to do things right and get these concerns sorted properly. So coming out of this, we're seeing that some of the core values and capabilities of Pexip and the solutions that we deliver together with our partners have become even more relevant for the healthcare organizations that we serve. So how do we do this in real life? Let's take a look at an example. So together, we make this possible. We deliver this value to our customers by offering one platform that can support healthcare organizations with their evolving virtual care strategies. So regardless of their current need and maturity, our platform is both able to support them with their current use cases while addressing these key concerns with a secure, reliable platform, as well as giving the foundation and flexibility to then improve, expand, and evolve. Norwegian Health Network, they're a great example of a customer in need of a high-quality video platform that could also solve some key issues and concerns for the organization. They provide a virtual care platform that is used by hospital and healthcare institutions all across Norway. And this journey starts with our core, getting things right, interoperability, security, and scale, them being able to control and manage the risk. They've added life to existing investments in video infrastructure, all the while being able to support their existing use cases, both the simple and complex ones, with an advanced video engine that they could brand to create that consistent interface for their users. And then, moving forward to improving user experiences for clinicians and patients by using the unique flexibility that is in our APIs. In this exact case, that meant that they integrated their electronic health record for seamless clinician workflows, as well as embedding video into their customized patient apps. And then lastly, and this is a key element where we're truly differentiated together versus our competitors, because once they're up and running with their core use cases, having integrated and improved these experiences, they can then, when new needs arise, have the flexibility of our APIs to expand to any new use case, be it virtual or hybrid, but also integrating with peripherals or medical devices to further augment virtual care. And in this case, we're talking about in-field support to paramedics through integrated wearables and video into their workflows. So let's now have a look at a video showcasing this. It's a real-life example, and I think it's a great way to wrap up this very short introduction to Pexip for healthcare. So thank you so much, and enjoy.
Ja, da ser vi har fått en tur opp i Solagda til en akutt svimmelhet. Hallo, hvordan er det med deg?
Ja. Nei, jeg er vondt i huet, og så er jeg kvalm.
Og kvalm? Er det noe mer med deg, eller?
Ja, altså, jeg mister følelsen i venstre.
Og såpass, for kinnet klemmer du meg. Vet du, jeg tror jeg har lyst til å ha med doktoren i en konferanse på video her, hvis det går bra.
Ja, det går bra.
Vi er her hos en pasient på 71 år. Var plutselig uvel, svimmel, kvalm og har mistet følelsen i ene sida.
Her kan man ikke helt utelukke slag, så jeg vil gjerne ha slagvakta involvert,
Bare helt klapp, og det samme med foten hans.
Og du sa det skjedde for et kvarter siden?
Ja, sånn cirka.
Ja.
Og jeg har Italia på den her. Ser du det? Puls 86.
Det ser jeg. Det ser bra ut. Ingen blodfortynnende medisiner.
Gå ikke på noen blodfortynnende medisiner, ikke opplevd noe lignende før.
Og egentlig frisk fra før.
Frisk fra før, friluftsmann.
Ja, men da er det jo indikasjon for at vi slår trombolysealarm. Han skal inn til nærmeste sykehus, og hvis nødvendig, da tar vi det også med luftambulanse.
Ja, nei, men det er mottatt. En videocall. Nå har jeg pratet med neurologen på Lillehammer og har sett på deg via videoen vår.
Ja.
Og det er bestilt helikopter, og du skal til sykehus med en gang. Da skal vi gjøre oss klare.
Thank you, Heidi, and what an amazing use case. As you all know, Pexip has acquired Skedify, and it is my pleasure to introduce Pexip Engage and my dear colleague, Arne.
Hi, my name is Arne Bassé, and I'm very happy to introduce you to Pexip Engage, the first omnichannel meeting platform for engaging customer conversations. So what is Pexip Engage, formerly known as Skedify? Well, it's a platform enabling businesses to engage with their customers. Starting from a lead qualification, it enables customers, agents, and even partners to frictionlessly schedule meetings with the right advisor around a certain topic. It's built on an enterprise scheduling engine that's second to none in the industry. Additionally, we provide a video-enabled digital sales room, where customer and advisor can have the best possible meeting experience through video, resulting in the best possible commercial outcome for both parties. Now, all this data, pre-meeting, during the meeting, and even the outcomes after the meeting are all bundled and provided back as insights to the customer. We're not in the business of just selling meetings. We're in the business of helping our customers and your customers fulfill their critical missions. How do they keep engaging with customers so they stay relevant and not lose out on any opportunities? Now, it's also a omnichannel solution, meaning the right channel in the right moment for the right type of conversation. So what we see in the market is that customers aren't scouting the market and looking for solutions to manage video meetings. They're looking for solutions that manage all their customer interactions, and by doing so, actually enabling a successful commercial video approach for their customers. So, how do you recognize opportunities as a partner? Well, historically, Pexip Engage has been strong in 4 verticals: financial services, such as retail banking, private banking, insurance, HR and recruitment, and other professional services, high involvement retail, such as home improvement, travel, and automotive, and last but not least, public sector with tax, pension, unemployment or employment, and health insurance. Our customers like Tryg, TUI, and even AXA Bank rely on this platform to engage with their customers. AXA Bank has even won the Most Innovative Bank Award last year based on their accessibility for their customers through their commercial network. And we had something to do with that. So when you look into the market, what all these verticals have in common is that they're enterprise organizations who guide to sell. This means they guide their customers through the buyer journey by giving expert and personal advice at key decision moments in order for them to sell their products and services. So how do you spot opportunities? Well, if you see a potential customer that's in these 4 verticals and has a large commercial network engaging with customers to sell their products and services, it's probably going to be a good fit. So what can you as a partner expect from Pexip Engage? Basically, what's in it for you? There are 4 things I would like to highlight. First, end-user license fees providing a year-over-year recurring revenue stream. Typically, Pexip Engage is sold to customers with high volume, a lot of end-user seats to be sold. Secondly, a strengthened multi-year lock-in. By default, customers take a 3-year commitment and some even choosing for a 5-year commitment. Thirdly, additional revenue streams. By providing digital transformation and implementation services to customers, I've personally seen some of the partners providing a multiple of revenue compared to the first-year license revenue. And lastly, being part of an end-to-end solution that is business critical to your customer, further elevating your status from a supplier to a strategic partner. So what can you expect in the future? Well, if you have the ambition to further enhance or even start your digital transformation services, if you have a willingness to engage with business line managers such as sales and marketing, and if you see opportunities and significant potential in your market, then reach out to your Pexip channel manager. We'll make sure to provide a tailored approach for you to win opportunities, multi-year opportunities, together with us.
Now I'm going to introduce a solution which is under development and is getting a lot of traction in the market, Pexip Virtual Courts. I am spending a lot of time with different Ministry of Justices around the world these days. And all of them say, this has been a learning phase. 2 years with COVID, everyone had to take whatever they had available to ensure that they could do virtual courts. The problem most of them come with is basically they had to adopt their processes, change their processes to work in a tool. And of course, this has been a learning experience, and then now they really, really know what they need. So the system is under pressure. There's a high amount of backlog cases, so they definitely need more efficiency. They need a tool that actually works for them, that really supports them and their processes. There is a growing demand because the benefits have been quite tangible. Being able to transport, not having to transport prisoners into court, having remote witnesses, and also scaling judges. So really a great opportunity in the years to come. In addition, people are different. They live in different places. There are people with disabilities and so on. So really also ensuring that the justice system is accessible for everyone. And that's also a place where virtual courts really helps. So it's all about upholding the continuity of justice. And if we look at where are they today, most courts have made investments already in various video endpoint estates and so on. So it's of course very important for them to uphold that, to support that in the years to come, also moving forward. When I think about kind of the where are they going, everyone believes that it's going to be hybrid. There are definitely going to be physical court trials in the years to come. There is going to be fully virtualized as well, and probably the biggest one, the combination of those two. So basically hybrid court cases where you use your existing equipment, you use your existing court facilities, and you bring in people depending on where they are. So the Pexip virtual court solution adapts to the way the justice system works. So really enabling a judge to be a judge. And talking to various judges around the world, it has not been the case during COVID. It has been a very hard experience for them, a tough experience. So really ensuring that they can be a judge again and enabling a solution which is true to life. So really making sure that both the courts and the different participants gets the best possible experience is key in our solution. We can deliver a tailored experience, really enabling a true-to-life court flow. And we can support multiple of them. And if you think about court workflows or court flows, they are different. It's a big difference between a family hearing and a criminal court hearing. So having different abilities, depending on what type of court trial you have, is very, very important to really increase the efficiency of the courts. Support for branding, really making sure that it is, as a user, as a participant, that I do see the proper branding. It gives me comfort level, it gives me a possibility to properly authenticate myself. And of course, that is all about also making sure that the security of the court process is followed. A solution which is built with scale, security, and manageability in mind. Remember, the Pexip solution can be hosted in country. It can be hosted even on premise. The courts could select which data center provider they want to choose. So here you really have the possibility of providing a service which covers data sovereignty, that covers different aspects of security and so on. We do provide APIs both for scheduling, so we can integrate with the court's existing scheduling tools. We can provide secure and proper authentication. Of course, we can also provide reporting and compliancy APIs. So integrating with the existing BI tools, as an example, to make sure that you have proper reporting. Courts today have various ways of record and stream and so on and so forth. With the Pexip court solution, we can integrate with those. So it's basically, we will take what they have and integrate that with the existing with their existing tools. Our solution can leverage their existing video estate, which is very, very key for most courts, as they have already invested in various types of endpoints, both SIP and H323. So as you can see, our core differentiators are really, really important here. But I must say the most important one is coming back to enabling a true-to-life type of flow. That's when you will get the proper efficiency gains. So what is in it for the partner? So this is a strategic opportunity within government organizations. This is really part of their business transformation track for courts. And I promise you, they're all thinking about it. They know what they did gave lots of benefits, but now they want to do it properly. This is, of course, also a long-term contract. So really enabling them in a proper way, we will make sure that they are successful in the years to come. Of course, this also implies a lot of Infinity licenses. They do require a managed service, a 24/7 managed service. And of course, there's hardware cross-sell, upsell, upgrades, and so on and so forth. So it is a huge opportunity in itself. Integrations with scheduling systems, identity providers, case management systems, etc. Also on the consultative side, it is a possibility to work with our professional services, and we can of course train the different partners, because there is definitely also a professional services or consultative work that can be enabled through this solution. So there is process flow improvements and so on and so forth. So really integrating and making sure that they have a flow or multiple flow that fits the way they work. Thank you so much for your time, and please engage with us if you have an opportunity within this space. Now over to Pexip channels for an update. Thank you.
So welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you've all had a little bit of a refreshment, stretched your legs a little bit. We want to talk to you now about the channel update, what we've been doing in Q1 this year, and what we are looking to do for the rest of the year. There's lots to cover in this section, so hopefully you'll stay tuned. One of the topics we'd like to talk through, or some of the topics we're going to talk through today, as I said, Q1, quick snapshot of what's been going on, how we support you, and how we will continue to support you. There's lots that we've been putting in place. Obviously, some of the propositions, that's how we're going to market, but there's lots of things that we'll be putting in place as far as supporting the channel moving forward. We'll look at what's coming in this quarter, and we'll look at some key takeaways that we would like you to go away from today's session to think about and consider. So first of all, what we've been doing in Q1, the Q1 snapshots, we believe that we've been looking at addressing your needs. We've been looking at addressing customers' needs, right, and what's been going on in the marketplace, how we can differentiate ourselves, how we can be successful in what is an ever-changing space right now. But with that, we need to make sure that we bring the channel with us and we bring our partners with us and we support them in a way that we need to do that. We're going to look at what we've been working on as far as the opening of the largest app store of the world to our channel partners, and how now you can use this or benefit from this as a transactional method for those types of clients where this makes sense to do so. We'll talk a little bit about what that means in a second. And we're going to look at new partner types. The fact that we've had to change and pivot to differentiate after COVID, but also now in the geopolitical times that we're in, and the fact that the market has progressed and moved so rapidly over the last 2 years. We see a new generation of partners coming through. Some of you on this call today will be part of that new partner type, but it's important for us to identify them and to talk about what we see happening in our market and channel space. So if I look at addressing partners' needs, what we've been really doing this last quarter, and it started at the back end of last year, was for us to really focus on who our strategic partners are. And most of you, hopefully all of you, will be on the call today, making sure that we are supporting the partners that really want to be successful with us, whilst also supporting the longer tail of partners out in the market field. So there's been the consolidation of, I would call what we call the longer tail of partners, making sure that they are supported in the right way, that they don't get left behind, that they are technically provided for, either through distribution or through certification programs themselves, or by actually us providing those services on the channel's behalf. But more importantly, or as importantly, the whole focus on our strategic relationships. This means that the compete space for Pexip is much smaller. You know, we're very focused around the fact that we don't believe we need hundreds and hundreds of partners. We need to have the partners that really want to be successful and want to invest in us as we want to invest in them. And that is one of the things that we've been looking at. We've been looking at different commercial models around our provision of services, products and services. We still have the traditional wholesale reseller model. We now have the marketplace model, but we've also been looking at other types of commercial models, particularly as it relates to some of the new partner types and service provider models, things like that. We have been very focused on building this new, and we're going to talk about it in a second, but the solution partners, the technology partners, organizations that have a different route to market that we need to capitalize on. The other types of things that we've been doing are to look at our global strategic alliance partners, so our relationships with Microsoft, with Google, with AWS, and all of those big organizations, and how we can fit ourselves into that space. We need to, right? They're around, they're not going anywhere. We need to make sure that we have a valid route to market through those types of strategic partnerships, strategic alliances, but also enabling our existing channel to help us through with those alliance partnerships too. So, Chris, I think you're going to talk with us around what we've been doing with Azure Marketplace.
Yes, thank you, Nick. Azure Marketplace, a lot of you will know what that is. The news that you saw earlier in Q1 was that Pexip is now available through Azure Marketplace. What does that mean, I think, for our partners? That's the key question here. Well, we are privately available on the marketplace, and what that in essence means, as Nick said, it's the largest app store in the world. We can now transact through Azure Marketplace, and that essentially means that any customer that has an active Azure subscription and a valid payment method can purchase products and services through Marketplace. For our partner community, what this does is adds another transaction option to the portfolio, if you like. So if, for example, you are trying to progress an opportunity, but you find it's going to take too long to get set up as an approved supplier to that customer, or if that customer doesn't have any ability to release any further budget, but they do have committed spend to Marketplace, then this can be a really useful tool for you. The process will be fully explained by your local Pexip channel managers, but it's quite straightforward. And it's another option for you just in case all other options are exhausted and you're not able to progress the deal along. So it's quite exciting.
Thanks,
I think
Chris.
we can move over to the partner models now, Nick.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think you're going to talk us through these, or certainly two of these. I'm going to take the technology partner, but if you want to kick us off with what our definition of a solution partner is, that would be great. Thanks, Chris.
Absolutely, yeah. So solution partner, as we said, it's a newly defined partner type for us, and particularly as we move into sort of video innovation sectors, as you've heard about earlier in today's session. There are different needs of these customers. They tend to want a much more workflow integrated solution, and that relies on our partnerships more than ever before, having vertical expertise that can truly add value to our core technology, our engine, and build that into a workflow. But it's not just about developing and building that. There needs to be hosting of that solution as well. So the solution partners, it's effectively looking at the reseller model in a different way, where we have multiple customers going into a vertically enabled channel partner that can share that expertise across many, do the final part of tailoring to ensure that every customer is different, because they are. And if you think about the health solution, for example, you saw from Heidi, there are many commonalities between the different customers that will come into that kind of solution, but they are all unique and they all rely on extreme privacy and data sovereignty. So in the solution partners, we're building this platform effectively where that vertical expertise can shine through and the true value can be added. And of course, the partners should get economies of scale from that. Moving on to the other part, which I'll talk about, which is development partners. We've been probably not as accessible as we should be in the past. I think that's something we've taken on board. So something that we're trying to do now, and we are launching through a program, is to make it a lot easier for a potential partner, a development house, even one of the other partner types, like in solution partners, to get their hands on Pexip very easily. Very quickly get a license, some ports, whatever they need to start testing and building an environment before they've had to spend any money. And that's really important, because very often these ideas need proving. They need to be tested, the hypotheses need to be proven before you can go out and start throwing money on the table and investing in these platforms. So we're enabling that now. We're making it much more straightforward, very fast. We're not going to attack people with the sales hounds. We're going to let them find their way into it, and then as that develops, then we'll move it up into one of these other programs. So I think over to you for technology partners now, Nick.
Yeah, I'm just going to come back to those two for a second, because a lot of the partners that we have on this call today, probably in that sort of what we call traditional reseller type of approach to the market. But there's no reason why any of you on this call could become a solution partner of ours as you're building vertical applications. We do see that the solution partners tend to be verticalized or specialists because they have that integrated workflow thing going on. And the development houses, any of you partners out there that have development divisions that are interested in maybe building something for your customers or your vertical aligned customers, then please get in touch, because we'd love to talk to you about how we can make it easier for you. So if I take technology partners, these are the types of partners that already have an existing piece of technology. Could be software, could be hardware, that is going out to market and that Pexip can be natively integrated into. So we are looking at, we don't want hundreds of technology partners. Again, that's not our focus, but where we are wanting to be embedded video, the best of breed embedded video into existing platforms, and then going to market in that format. You'll see a lot more over the coming months of that type of approach from us, which is all good for you guys, because it means that, again, you'll have more strings to your bow. Pexip will just be part of another technology that you can go to market with, and this is what we're trying to build, and our commitment to the channel and to our go-to-market. So that kind of leads me nicely on to how we're supporting you, and this is the really sort of important bit, I think, to be a Pexip partner. You should all know, and you will all know, that we are 100% channel only. We don't sell directly at all. We have high-touch teams on the street in pretty much most of the major cities now, going out, evangelizing, hunting for business, working along your sales teams to support you on any types of the sales that we've been talking about. And, there's a lot of new stuff that's coming out, lots of new propositions. Please rely on our high-touch teams, because they are experts in this field. We do have our solutions architects that you can pull in to support your teams. We are solely here to support you. I talked about the limitations, the reduction of our strategic partners to reduce the amount of compete in the market. I think that's really important. It's very difficult in this market right now to keep margins high on software, on products, right, and services. So we want to make sure that it's not going to ever become a race to the bottom, that we can always continue to allow you to not only make good margin on our products and services, but also then what we've been talking about is adding those application layers and those professional services on top of that as well. The differentiation in the market, right? We're very, very hot on the fact that we really had to pivot at the back end of 2021 to find our space. We couldn't compete along the likes of Zoom and Microsoft Teams at the space and the rate that these machines and monsters were going. So we had to find a new space to market. And actually, it's the core of what Pexip does. We just needed to kind of maybe have a bit of a self-check. And I think that we've done that now. And now bringing this verticalization of propositions, making sure that we're looking at becoming the best of breed video embedded into applications and workflow is a differentiator for us. And we hope that you agree that that's the case too. I've talked about the margins. The margins are healthy, and we protect those by allowing a strong deal registration program. We give an extra significant percentage for deal registration. That protects you. It gives you extra margin. It gets our high touch teams and our support teams enabled with you. So we feel that there'll be more of that deal registration focus coming. And when we talk about Q2 and what our asks of the channel are, it really is around this deal registration. We want to protect you. We want to identify opportunities with you. And we want you to benefit from all of the good stuff that comes from that. Training and enablement. So we have some good certification on our technical training right now, but we're going to be investing in that a lot more. So when I look at our customer success certification or our professional services certification, again, allowing you to add all those lovely sticky layers on top of Pexip that bring high margin, high value to our portfolio of products and services. Marketing support, we've got money in the bank. We want to do joint marketing. We want to do marketing. We want to get the brand awareness out there, especially as we're going to market with all this new stuff. So, any one of our strategic partners that wants to get involved in this, that should be a core function between the two organizations that we're really driving that market awareness. And as I've said, we've talked about the high touch and proactive sales engagement. Please use our guys. They are here to support you, not to work against you. So if I look at what's coming into Pexip for Q2, all the stuff you've seen today, we will be launching out into the market. We've got various different ways that we're doing that: publications, digital media, events. We will be building the new certification programs as part of a redesign of our Pexip partner program. We've had the same partner program for quite a while now. And because of the fact that we've had to shift as an organization, because the channel has matured, things have changed, it's absolutely right for us to look at redesigning that. And that will be, it will be redesigned and built in Q2 with a look to implement into the back end of this year and certainly into 2023. And then obviously we've got ISE coming, which Pexip has always been a strong contender for ISE. We have a lot of people there. We bring a lot of customers there. We have a partner dinner that's being hosted. So if you are at ISE in Barcelona this year, we would love to see you. Come along. We've got our products and services. We've got some of our technology and solution partners there as well alongside us. It would be great to see you. So talking of Barcelona, I'm now going to hand over to Jon Harold, who has a couple more partner awards from 2021. Thanks, John.
Hey, team. New awards, new location. You might not recognize where I'm standing right now, but I'm actually standing in front of the Fira de Barcelona, where we'll be meeting, hopefully, quite a few of you in 1 month's time. I have 2 awards to hand out right now. Number 1 is the Distribution Partner of the Year in EMEA. And this is a fairly new partner of us, being with us for just about a year, having embraced the Pexip values, adding the training and the commitment necessary, onboarded a lot of sales, but also a lot of partners. So without further ado, let me congratulate Nubia's UC with a fantastic prize and a fantastic achievement. Thank you. So the final and a very important award for us is obviously the highest net sales award for 2022. Again, in front of the Fira de Barcelona. And well, the award name speaks for itself. It's the highest net sale across 2022. And this particular partner, I'm happy to say, has increased year on year their commitments and their revenue with Pexip. And looking at the plans moving forward, I think we'll be doing an outstanding 2023 as well. In fact, we are looking to scale this partnership across the globe as one of our global partners. So without further ado, NTT, thank you so much for your commitment to Pexip, and may the future be fantastic together. Finally, there's only one company who can win that prize, but I have to finally say that I'm super grateful, super humbled, and super excited about working with each and every one of you, and looking forward to some serious competition for this award next year. Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Great to see such success in our partner community in 2021, and we look forward to the successes of our partners in 2022. There will be incentive programs and awards programs that we will be running, which your local channel managers will be getting in touch with you about over the coming weeks. So, key takeaways from today's session. Pipeline growth. That's really what we want to focus on, is building pipeline for some of these new products and solutions. And as I've said, there'll be particular incentives around our secure space platform. So, now is a very good time for us to be talking to organizations that this really is relevant and resonates with. And we ask that you come and you deal register these opportunities with us so that we can protect and support you and hopefully speed up the sales cycle as fast as we can. Then we are going to be looking and asking for you to really prioritize business areas. So some of the propositions and some of the product sets may not fit for all of our partners, and that's absolutely fine. But if there are some of these that you're thinking, actually, this really resonates with me, and I think this is what my customers want, and I think we can deliver this, then we really want to start talking to you about how we can enable you. And that will be part of the certification programs that are coming along for our Pexip Engage, for example, and other types of products and solutions that we will be launching into the market. And then, obviously, I mentioned ISE. We'll be there, partner dinners, bring your customers. But if you do want to have a kind of sparring session with our execs, they will also be there to talk about the market, to talk about what we had to do, to talk about your business and how we potentially can work much more strategically with you and more aligned. So that is an offer, again, from us to you that we would love you to take us up on. Other than that, I think that is it. This is the QR code for you to register. We pay for your registration for ISE. That's a snapshot of our booth. But yeah, please come and see demos. Come and see us there. And we will be holding feedback sessions after today's launch, EMEA launch for Q2. And this is the first of many of these types of webinars that we will be. This is the way that we will communicate across EMEA. Obviously, the same messaging will be going down into local regions, but it's very important as we've grown so fast for us to have consistent messaging across our partner community. And this is the way that we see the best way for us to do this moving forward. So I hope that it's been a useful session for everybody today. I really do thank you for your time. There was a lot to get through today, so I appreciate your concentration. Hopefully it's been useful, and we look forward to working with you and seeing you very soon. Thank you very much.